Greetings, greetings, greetings to everyone and everything, and welcome to the Dawn of Ascension show. We are an Ascension Soul team, and we are here to share our views, our tools, and our journey through these wild and wonky and crazy vibrations and energies that we're living in right now. And we all know they're really crazy and wonky. My name is Arlene, and I'm here with Aubrey, Gina, and Susie. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
So today we're going to talk about a balanced vocabulary for yes and no. Um, so, and there's some benefits of a firm no. So we need to be able to say yes, and we need to say no, and we need to be able to stand in that power equally, like we're standing on one foot and we're way balanced, and then we go to the other foot and we're way balanced, and we can hold our weight, yes and no, on either one of those energies. And a firm no enables us to create our lives. It helps us with habits, it helps us with diets, training, self-protection, and it also helps create a balance for us. So we're not yielding to too much yeses and taking us where we don't really want to go. That's what yes and no is for. Aubrey, I know you have some information on this for us.
Do. So no and yes are some of the most important. It's the first choice in the entire universe. It's basically it's the very first thing that we learn as a soul to do. It's say yes to something or say no to something. And Arlene is right that it's important that those resonances are both balanced in your fields. And so I'm really glad we're talking about a no today, because it's especially right now when we're all sort of moving into different vibrations. You'll notice that you might be getting a lot of no's in your life. You might have relationships that have decided that that for whatever reason it's no longer for you. You might have a shift in employment, and the universe uses no's in order to create more yeses, and it's a pathway mechanism. And so it's a really important to understand no's for yourself. If somebody tells you no to something and it hurts, that's a really good indicator that you have not been in alignment with your own pathways, because if it was for you, it would be a yes. And so if somebody says no, that's it. You can start looking at that as an opportunity in order to look for the yeses. And if you notice that you are not feeling like you're in alignment, if you don't feel well, that's a good opportunity to start looking where in your life you can say no. And I'm really glad that Arlene brought up diet as a part of this, because a lot of the ascension process right now is requiring us to get really cleaned out vessels. So eating really high frequency foods is really important right now. It's more important than it has ever been. And so saying no to foods that are lower frequency is going to allow you to open up your pathways to having a higher frequency experience.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's tough to remember and to be balanced in yes and no's. I mean, I know I've been going through it. I think Susie's been through it. We're just yes people, but it's you're not going to create what you need to create for yourself by saying yes all the time or going, oh well, it's just a little bit. No, no, no. And I would even suggest, if you're not used to being no, practice saying no. Where is your no vibration at? A lot of moms have a firm no, no, no. My mom, when she said no, the world halted. I don't know about anyone else's mom, but that was mine. So listen to your voice if you have a little bit of not a firm no, and find out where your no vibration and that align. I've been doing that this last week a lot, so I suggest that. Gina, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, I was thinking about where no has fit in a lot in my life recently, and um, I I've really decided to lose weight. You all can't see the below the shoulders, but I'm a good 40 pounds overweight where I'd like to be. And I found that every time I would go to the market, I really wanted cheesecake. I really wanted ice cream, especially now that it's, 110. And, you know, I I said no, I'm saying no, except I'm giving myself one day a week to have one of those. So it's not saying no all the time, it's finding what works and then watching my diet for the rest of the week. I've lost 5 pounds in the last week.
Yay.
Just saying. So
Right.
um, it, it's really finding that balance of what is working. Who are you hanging out with? When you get off work, are you going to the bar? Or would it be better to go for a walk and watch the sunset somewhere? Um, are your friends a positive influence in your life? Or dragging you somewhere you don't want to go? Is it time to say no to that and say yes to somebody who would like to go watch the sunset with you? Just examples. So it's finding that balance of the positive things in your life to move forward.
There's some really good examples. Thank you for that. Susie, I'm sure these fairies have a lot of information on that as well. What have you got today from your fairy card?
Right, Arlene. Well, I have today a fairy message, and it is called Foggy Bog Patience. Foggy Bog Patience. And on this card, you can see an egret standing patiently waiting for his fish dinner. And he is very patient if you've seen these birds hanging out. And this may represent for us that we could be in a fog and maybe that we aren't seeing our truths and our lessons at the current moment. And he's also standing in some water. And water also represents our emotions, our feelings, and our subconscious. But when the water is like boggy, we can't see clearly what's going on around us. And we don't want to get stuck in it or be fearful of it. And that just reminded me of a few days ago, I was out driving in my car, and there was these two left turning lanes. One of the turning lanes was blocked with these construction cones, and the turning lane and the other turning lane was just congested because it was only there was only that was the only lane available. And I was just sitting in the lanes wondering what's going on. There's no construction around. I could be late for my appointment. I was asking all these questions. What is going on? And it wasn't until I proceeded to cross the intersection and turn left that I could actually see what was happening. There was a section of the road that was cordoned off and there was a big giant hole. So if both of those lanes would have been open, I would have driven right into the hole. So, so, so this is where, we need, especially me, but we all need to have a little bit of patience with ourselves and trust. And the truth and the lessons will reveal themselves in time. So we don't pay too much attention, to what our brain is trying to interpret or to figure out, but just follow our intuition and everything will become clear just with a little bit of patience. So I really love this little message because it's a really good message for me as well. And I just wanted to ask Aubrey quickly about water and how that might relate to our subconscious healing, because I know we're made mostly of water. Like we need to drink a lot of water, and it's really good to soak in water. So I'm just wondering if you have any additional thoughts on water.
Yeah, water. I mean, water could be a whole show in and of itself. One of the things that's beautiful about water is it mimics the natural flow of the universe. Yeah, all of the elements truly do. It's just water is the easiest for us to see from a human perspective. So the way that water pools and the way that water flows is the way it is. It's just like how universal energy pools and flows and pools and flows. And so when we take a bath, especially if you set a bath of intention, there are universal codes that are in the water just simply by it being water, but it's also very, very programmable. And so if you set intention in your water before you drink it or before you bathe in it, or if you use it to wash away, you can use water to wash away energy. And it kind of goes into the universal flow. And so water has a lot of different uses, and maybe we can actually have a whole show about it if we wanted to. I think there's a lot more to say about it, but yeah, that's why water is so important.
Wow. Mhm.
I like asking for a diamond white shower of light. I'm a shower person, so when I'm in my shower, I ask for a diamond white shower of light to flow down with the water with me, and then that way everything gets kind of cleansed as well. I've been doing that for years. So we would like, if anyone has any suggestions for something that they would like to hear, or if they want to make any comments about no, saying no, standing in your power of yes and no, please make comments below. And does anyone else have anything they would like to add to this show on yes and no today? Well, then, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Oh, we can't go yet. We have info. And I know that information would be mighty not happy. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Aubrey.
Today's message is from Mother Earth, and part of her message right now is that this is going to continue to be her message for quite some time until everybody actually listens. So listen up. You need to stabilize. It's time to stabilize your life. It's time to stabilize your energy. It's time for you to be here, be present, and don't worry about anything that's going on out there. It does not matter. It's not yours. It's not important. Stabilize you. Your energy, everybody who's listening to this, your energy affects the people around you. And if you are stable, they will learn how to be stable too. So stabilize your energy, please. And thank you, she says.
Oh, yes. She's been on that one real big lately. And she's really right, because you cannot move forward in your own timeline. You cannot do what you need to do for yourself if you're hitting the side rails as you're going down the road.
It's important to remember too that, whatever's going on in the Middle East or in New York and you're in Texas or California, you you can be as angry as you want at Netanyahu or at Trump or at Biden or whatever, but you can't do anything about it other than be emotional. So stop it. Take in the information as information but stop with the emotions about it. Be emotional about you, about your life, things that you can affect. What can you do today that is the most positive thing for you? Because you are the most important thing in your life, period.
Very good, Gina. And then it takes us right back to self-responsibility. We're responsible for ourselves and no one else or anything, just ourselves and what we do. That's the only thing that we should be affecting.
Say no to the mainstream media.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You can observe, but you do not get emotionally entangled in it. It's just, oh yeah. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm sure we will be mentioning Mother Earth's stabilizing instruction quite intently for a while because, yes, she's really firm on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if anyone else has anything they would like to add, please put it in our comments below. And thank you for watching the Dawn of Ascension show. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.